Yudon, you will be staying with us because we are looking at the reactions to that announcement that was made earlier by the Dalai Lama, and Tibetans in exile living in the northern Indian town of Dharamshala, where the Dalai Lama has been living for most of the past 65 years, have said that they are happy to hear the good news after the spiritual leader said the trust he founded will lead the search for his successor. The remarks by the leader, who turned 90 in July, came during a week of celebrations to mark his birthday. The remarks end long-time speculation among millions of followers about whether there would be another Dalai Lama after his death. Beijing views the Dalai Lama, who fled to India from Tibet in 1959 after a failed uprising against Chinese rule, as a separatist. The Dalai Lama has previously said his successor will be born outside of China and urged his followers to reject anyone chosen by Beijing. Let's have a listen to some of what his followers have had to say after the announcement.
We are very glad, to hear this good news. Very, very great news for me, for Lingor. Thank you very much.
Why is it very great news?
Because he is our living Buddha. He's a compassionate leader. He's a compassionate for the world. He's the only thinking for the world, not the only thinking for the India, or not for the Tibetan. He's thinking about all world. Everyone is giving respect to him. So I'm very glad to hear this thing.
It's very important. I feel his Institute of Dalai Lama is continuous. Of course, it's very, very important. So not even for the Tibetan people, it's important for this Mother Earth. So it's very important. It's continuous. He always promised the people of the Tibetans, special for the Tibetans, and inside the Tibet and outside the Tibet, he always promised, I come. If I come in a free country, not in a dictatorship on other countries, he comes in a free country and he continues his 14 Dalai Lama's job left. He can continue what this is.
Well, Yudon, thank you ever so much for staying with us. We've heard a couple of responses there to that news. I wondered if we could just get some context on the significance of the Dalai Lama and why there is so much happiness around the confirmation of a reincarnation.
Well, His Holiness is the living Buddha. For us Tibetans, he has been the unifying force, the one that's a beacon of hope for us, for our aspirations. He is the symbol of our aspiration. And for the last many, many years, he has, with his vision, we've been able to have a democratic system in India. Not just for the Tibetans, he's also been a great leader for the world, for universal responsibility, for secular ethics, for nonviolence and peace. So we actually rejoice. We are all rejoicing and celebrating his 90th birthday. And we have one more cause to celebrate, the fact that he has decided that the next incarnation will happen. Yes. We are very, very pleased.
Absolutely. Yudon Alkatsang, thank you ever so much for joining us. We are going to move on to Europe now, and a Russian drone attack